Well, I'll do my best to avoid her. Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. We've opened the door to nuclear apocalypse. Get on the floor, duck and cover if you will, but everyone is going to walk the path of the dinosaurs, the path that leads to oblivion. What comes next in the song? There's some Flintstones romance stuff. I met you in a cave, you are painting buffalo. I said I'd be your S-word, follow wherever you go. S-word? I don't want to say the word given my recent cancellation hardships. Oh, slave. That night we split a rattlesnake and danced beneath the stars. You fell asleep, I stayed awake and watched the passing cars. And walked the dinosaur. I walked the dinosaur. Again, the past interwoven with the present, the caves, the cars, both timelines reaching the same end. Walking the dinosaur, dying in an apocalypse. This is interesting stuff. One night I dreamed of New York. You and I roasting blue pork in the Statue of Liberty's torch. Elvis landed in a rocket ship, healed a couple of lepers and disappeared, but where was his beard? You're really gonna need to explain that one. It's a prophetic dream. A modern figure of secular worship, Elvis, appears in the role of the Lord Christ. It's another blending of eras. The Elvis Christ performs a handful of rudimentary miracles and disappears, failing to fundamentally alter the path humanity is walking towards doomsday. We will not be saved, not by the religious saviors of old, nor the secular idols of the modern era. I hate that this is starting to make sense to me. Now here comes the linchpin, the moment where the themes of nuclear apocalypse go from subtext to text. Let's hear it. A shadow from the sky, much too big to be a bird. Uh-oh. A screaming, crashing noise louder than I've ever heard. This is it. This is the end. It looked like two big silver trees that somehow learned to soar. Mushroom clouds. It's all coming together. Suddenly, a summer breeze and a mighty lion's roar. We're in the blast radius, dang it. I killed the dinosaur. I killed the dinosaur. Not they, I. We are the dinosaur, and we've killed ourselves. Boom, boom, aka-laka-laka boom. Boom, boom, aka-laka boom, boom. The sounds of the end of the world. Well, that was a wonderful journey you've taken us on. Thank you. So you understand? You believe me about the song? Yeah. I mean, the song's co-writer, Randy Jacobs, said the lyrics were about nuclear Armageddon in an interview a couple decades ago. What? It's not like a secret or anything. I spent so much time deconstructing every line. I mean, it was fun to go through. Next time I get canceled, I'm getting into archery. Something outdoors. It was great having you on, Elsa. Whatever, I want to go home. Stay tuned, everyone. Coming up next is a spooky story from our spooky story correspondent, Relno the Story Keeper. Why did you wait so long to tell me? Hello again, friends. I am Relno the Story Keeper, here with another frightful tale to chill your bones. This is the story of the Midnight Hunter. The year was 1954. A nefarious hunter was stalking the streets of major U.S. cities in the dead of night, seeking victims to drug or poison and then conduct experiments on. Initially, victims were lured back to one of several secret lairs, but soon the hunter became bolden, secretly drugging people at restaurants or bars with increasingly dangerous substances. This dastardly hunter, with drugs in one hand and poisons in the other, was George Hunter White. Under the direction of the CIA. You see, CIA spy master Sidney Gottlieb, best known as the head of Project MK-Ultra, was concerned about Soviet advancements in mind control drugs and poisons. Thus, Operation Midnight Climax was born, a sub-project of MK-Ultra headed by George Hunter White. The project was named after its initial use of sex workers to lure men back to CIA-operated brothels, where the unsuspecting Johns would be drugged or poisoned, and then watched by agents from behind a one-way mirror. The experiments varied wildly. In some, attempts were made to brainwash people into committing robberies or murders. In others, various poisons were administered to test their vile effects and longevity. Most of the documents detailing the experiments were destroyed, but a letter from George Hunter White thanking Sidney Gottlieb for the opportunity shed some light on the general vibe. Where else could a red-blooded American boy lie, kill, cheat, steal, rape, and pillage with the sanction and blessing of the All-Highest? Pretty good stuff, brother. The operation was shut down in 1963, and George Hunter White died in 1975. But do you think he was the last hunter a certain agency sent stalking its own citizens? That's all for now. I'm Relno the Storykeeper, reminding you to stay spooky.